let's just practice these three notes. Stop after the C, and then I'm going to play the second part. Okay, try it. Okay, so you stop after the C, and that's my solo. It's my solo. So you start. Play this without thinking about this. Okay? One more time from there. See what I mean? Okay, so now put the two together, but you can't be thinking about this. You have to play this and then you can play that. Okay, now we're going to do this again. This is my solo, and this is your solo, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it again. Better?
Yeah.
So, a lot of times we overthink things. You know? We do. I do it all the time. I overthink things. I had a teacher. I could not play the Brahms violin concerto. I played an audition in Florida, in the US, and 150 people for one job. And it was my turn to play. This is what happened. Thank you. This is it. I didn't get to play anything else. And for years after that, I couldn't play the Brahms violin. So I had a teacher say, okay, do this. And I could suddenly play the Brahms violin. This is just got in the way, you know. Sometimes it's just play it. You don't have to be fancy. Okay, so now I intentionally talked so that she now has to do it again, having taken a break. Okay. That's it. No overthinking. Start there. Keep going. Very simple. Very simple. Okay, so this is the flower clock. Do you know what the flower clock is?
More or less.
It's a famous clock at Versailles, and the flowers open up at certain times of the day, and this is what he was writing about. It's about all these different flowers, and so I don't know the flowers, but I think I like to think about what the composer had in mind. Okay, is this a complex flower or a simple flower? Simple, because you know what's coming? Okay, that's not simple. No. This is a date you don't want to do twice. That was a joke. Okay. All right, so can we go here? Simply J. Try something for me. Like, just a B flat. B flat, yeah. If the air and the embouchure are doing the right thing, it's like a straight line. Right? Do it one more time. Absolutely no movement. Very simple. Same air you just used. Good. Even smoother. Beautiful. Next up, same thing. And there, go ahead and play loud. So, in orchestras, conductors always like to talk about the dynamics, right? And if you're playing, you know this solo? nobody ever says, oh, but they were trying to play piano. No.
Siempre la audiencia dice, si toca así, cometieron un error, pero nunca piensan en que para lograr intentar tocar piano sucedió ese error, ¿no? Jamás piensan, solo piensan en que se equivocó, no en cosas.
In rehearsal, a conductor has two skills.
En la orquesta el director tiene dos herramientas.
They can do this, and they can do this.
La maestra y hablar.
Right. But in performance, only this. Right? So, in the performance, you have to take care of yourself. Right?
Hay que cuidarse, el intérprete se tiene que cuidar.
So, look at the end of this phrase. Where is it? Is that D sharp or D natural? Natural, right?
Yeah.
See if I play too soft.
Si tocamos el piano, pasa eso.
I don't get extra credit
Y no quiere.
for trying to play soft. Right? So instead, better to play a little too loud.
Es mejor tocar un poco más fuerte y no arriesgarse.
And do you remember me talking about planning the breathing?
¿Se acuerdan que se habló de planificar la respiración?
That last note is going to be very loud. Right? So you can't play. No. So you have to start playing louder earlier. See it come out. Make sense?
Entonces lo mismo, tienen que planificar las dinámicas empezando antes a tocar más fuerte.
That's it. Well, now soft here. Really soft. Really soft. Because you can. Not too soft. That's it. Not too soft. So here, the phrase is actually pianissimo. A natural. So I think crescendo a little bit towards the end. Can't see that. Alright, you start right here. Crescendo. Stay that loud. Oh, you got some. So, I told you I'm friends with Alex Klein. And so, when we did our duo recital in Chicago last year. He played one of the pieces that I played for you today. One of my pieces.
Tocó con el año pasado en Chicago, el recital de Hugo, tocó una de las piezas que tocó hoy.
But it wasn't difficult enough for Alex. So he added stuff to make it harder.
Como era fácil para Alex, y agregó cosas para que fuera más difícil.
Yeah, the audience loved it.
La audiencia no sabía.
You know, most people in the audience don't know this piece, the flower clock.
La mayoría de la audiencia no conoce la obra.
Okay, how many of you have heard a live performance of the flower clock?
¿Quiénes escucharon en vivo esta obra? Levantá.
Yes. 3 times. That's it.
3 veces nada más.
But trust me, everybody in the audience knows.
Pero créanme que
Even if you don't know the piece. So, dynamics are important, but dynamics are also opinion.
las dinámicas son importantes, pero las dinámicas también son opiniones.
If a composer tells me to play a B flat, it has to be that.
Claro, si le piden una altura no hay duda.
If a composer tells me to play 3, I can't play anything else.
Y si el compositor le pide que toque 3,
And if the composer says the tongue, ta, ta, right? But, and that's true for oboe, for tuba, right? Ask me to play piano. Ask a tuba to play piano? Nope, not the same. Not the same. So dynamics are important, but get it is more important than the dynamics. Okay, so
no es lo mismo las dinámicas para el oboe que para la tuba, por eso.
let's see if we got it. Good. That octave is slurred. Who's gonna know if you cheat? Sounds fine. Now here. And if you diminuendo on the last note, everybody will say, oh, it was so soft. Right? E, right? Okay. We're going to do this again. I'm going to play an F of you. Okay? You have to bring it up, right? Okay, let's do it again. two things from this. The first one is when you play with a drone or a pitch below you, everybody has good ears. It's just hard to do it without help, right? That's the first thing, use a drone. The second thing is, when you're on the note before the high note, hear it. Everybody hear the high note? If it's already in your head, you'll play it in tune. What we don't want to do is to play it and then hope it's right.
Entonces hay dos cosas importantes, este trabajo de la nota pedal, que hizo, y después escuchar el agudo, antes confiar en nuestro oído, que siempre va a buscar, pero escuchando la nota aguda antes de tocar la última.
Okay, you want to play some of the next one? Or a different one?
Yes, or can I get it both?
Yeah. What do you want to play? Yeah, let's do that. Good, let's do it. tongue here?
No. In this,
So on the bottom blade. Now, all of that was me tonguing both blades. But what if I tongue here? Hear the difference in the sound? And all I'm doing is tonguing in a different place on the reed.
Okay.
So try it. Try it.
Lo que hace es cambiar el lugar donde pone la lengua para que se escuche distinto.
Try tonguing straight on the first time.
Like right?
Yeah. Is that what you normally do?
I think yes, but maybe not.
Okay. Good. Now try tonguing there on the bottom blade.
La punta de la, le pide que ponga la punta de la lengua en un lugar
So
puntual
your
de la
tongue is
nariz.
going to hit here.
So, la red.
Will it work? Try it. Do you hear a difference? How does it feel? Feel weird? Feel crazy? So a lot of times when I'm playing, I'll choose differently. So for instance, what if I do one tongue for the first half and a different tongue for the second half of the phrase? Can you hear where I switched? Halfway through?
The second one is this way.
So you hear how the sound and the length slightly changes. So I think about almost everything that we do as oboe players, like what a painter does. Have you ever seen a painter studio? They have like 1,000,000 brushes. And so I think about if we're creating like this, why would we just use the tongue one way? I mean, I can tell you, I know from I'm a lot older than you, I have lots of experience. On the oboe, this finger does this. It doesn't do anything else. But the tongue and the embouchure can do thousands of different things. So I think about where we can be creative as artists. It's how we use the air, how we use the embouchure, right? How we use the tongue. Must be somebody's phone. Okay, good. It's the articulation police telling me, no, I don't agree. Okay, can you start right there?
This kind of type of fun, I kind of use it in this case that I have this type.
Yeah, use it wherever you want.
Nice, sure.
Okay, now, when you think about a note, if you tongue the beginning of the note and the end of the note, so I'm starting the note with the tongue and I'm ending the note with the tongue. But what if,
Termina con la lengua.
but what if I use my jaw? Can you hear the difference? here. See what I mean? There are lots of different choices that you can do. And so you just have to experiment to figure out what works best for you. Let's do, I want to fix one other thing. We start here? Good, that's better. Okay, now let's just fix this last part here. Dee, da, 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 dee. So as open as you can be for that note. That's it. All right, so now here, let's do, do there. Okay, now this is a perfect example of the composer tells you to articulate something, but that, just like Martine had when we were doing the Strauss with the Ds. Here, you have all kinds of choices with this. I cannot see this.
In this part.
Yeah, so you can, the composer tells you that you're supposed to articulate, but doesn't always tell you how long. Okay, why don't you do this and then we're going to stop, okay? How about going from there? That's it, good. And we don't need to do the last part. Good, all right, very nice. Well,